Hey, welcome in, ladies. Welcome in. I'm really excited for this session today because it's something that I definitely have dealt with for a long, long time. And if I'm going to be completely honest with you, I still deal with this. Okay. And it's something that I cherish and it's something that I hold so dear to me. It's my mornings. It's our mornings as women. It sets the tone for the rest of the day. And today we're going to talk about imagine feeling calm before you even open your eyes in the morning. Imagine waking up calm before you even open your eyes. I'm going to get right into that because I promise you it's possible. Okay, it's definitely possible. Might not be something that you're used to, but we're going to talk about it. It doesn't have to be chaotic, it doesn't have to be stressful. It's actually a really simple um, micro shift that we can do to really just change the way that we wake up as women and how we start our day, which sets the tone for the rest of the day. Okay. So if you don't know who I am, welcome. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this space. Welcome to this live. My name is Fantanish Atomsa. People call me Fanta. You're part of the family. You can call me Fanta too. I am a trauma informed holistic wellness practitioner. So I focus a lot on body based healing. Okay. So I'm a registered massage therapist. I've been in practice for 10 years now, a whole entire decade. I'm also a certified doula. So I help women prenatally through the birthing process as well as postpartum. I am a Kemetic yoga teacher. So if you don't know what ancient Kemet is, if you don't know what Kemetic yoga is, I highly suggest you practice it, especially if you're a woman of color, particularly if you're a Black woman. This is all about ancient Kemet, so ancient Afrocentric view on this entire spiritual system of yoga and how through poses we can really heal ourselves. We can regulate our breath. We can heal dis-ease and dysfunction in our body. And we can also learn how to live in harmony with ourselves and others and even nature. Right. I get into all this Kemetic yoga teaching and explanation in our online community and also in some of my other videos. So if you want to dive into it, please do. Yeah, so Kemetic yoga, doula, RMT. I'm also a certified Reiki practitioner. So I work with the chakras, energetic centers in our body, which correspond with nerve plexuses. So these are real areas in our body that emit high frequencies, high levels of energy, and I work with my clients' energy to help balance certain things, help to balance the physical body, but also to help get some stored emotions out, process stored emotions, so that we can all feel balanced and restored, right? So we're not walking around here stressed all the time. So I'm also a mom of three. Okay, so I have a oh my gosh, I have a 16-year-old and I have twins that are oh my gosh 5 years old. Mom brain. Um, but yeah, I've been doing this work for a long, long, long time. I can't remember a time when I wasn't doing this work. My whole entire life was a journey to get me here. A bit about me. I experienced, early childhood trauma, early childhood sexual abuse, SA. I was a young mom. I got pregnant at 18, had my first child at 19, and I had relationships in and out that didn't work out. Um, and all of this was just a manifestation. My life was a manifestation of my own dysregulation and my own trauma because I had never really worked through it. Right, I was showing up, right, because of the trauma that I had early on. I learned really early not to trust people. I didn't trust my parents. I didn't trust anyone, any adult in my life, any adult in any sort of systems. So I was, a little rebellious, but it also it was formed because of a lack of trust of other people. And I also didn't trust myself. I didn't trust my body because I was taught from that trauma that my needs don't matter, right? That if my body's experiencing pain, if I'm uncomfortable, if I have anxiety, if I'm upset about something, that does not matter, right? That doesn't matter. It was always putting other people's needs first. So I carried that for a very long time, and I, studied health sciences. I did all the things, and it really wasn't until I started exploring this ancient wisdom, this ancestral teaching around ancient Kemet, ancient Nubia, ancient Kush, that I was really able to reconnect with my divine feminine, rebuild self trust within myself because I became self actualized. I didn't see myself through my trauma eyes anymore, through my own eyes. I saw myself through the eyes of the divine, through the creator. And as a woman, right, I didn't have to be a man. I didn't have to, see myself as less than, right? Women are divine. And so when I tap into that divine feminine through the ancient wisdom, practiced my body-based healing through my health science education, I was able to heal myself. And it's healing. I mean, it's not a destination; it's a journey, okay? But now, what I do is I take what I've learned and what has helped me, and I help women all across the world. I help them to overcome stress, overcome burnout, and really experience inner calm, right? Inner calm, so that you can be emotionally regulated, so that you can enjoy a life of joy and pleasure, and you don't have to be in survival mode anymore. So if you're a woman feeling stressed or burnt out, single mom, or maybe you don't have kids but you're feeling this, this channel is definitely for you, and I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, so with all that, preface, so you know who I am, so now we're a little acquainted. I want you to imagine this for a moment. Okay. I want you to imagine waking up calm, just waking up before you even open your eyes. You feel calm. You're not feeling stressed. You're not feeling overwhelmed. You just have a sense of calm. I want you for a second now, just take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Because I know that that thought alone can be very dysregulating, it can be very triggering, and really hard to imagine because for many of us, that's all we know. All we know is waking up and caring for other people, right? Waking up and having to perform, or waking up and you have so many demands on you, you have so much pressure on you. Maybe you are in a single parent household, right? So you are the only one taking care of your kids, or you have parents that are depending on you for something, or you have a partner that's depending on you and you're the only caretaker in the home, right? Maybe you have a lot of financial stress, right? So you're waking up, first thing you're stressing about is bills, right? Is something gonna come out of your account? Is something gonna get cut off? Is everything organized and clear right now? You could be waking up and thinking about job stress. Like maybe you're in a work environment that's extremely toxic, or maybe you're in a relationship that's extremely toxic. So you wake up and the first thing you do is you start stressing. So as soon as you wake up in the morning, cortisol levels are high, stress levels are high, and it's like you have not even opened your eyes and you wake up and your heart's beating super fast and you're automatically stressed out because you're like, what fires do I have to cut out? What do I have to handle? Right? Um, there's going to be so much that's coming at you, and I can speak about it so freely because not only have I gone through it, but all the women that come see me, they've all experienced similar things. Usually when women come to see me, they're extremely stressed, right? Or they're already burnt out, or they're so disconnected and dysregulated and dysfunctional that they're just on autopilot. right? They're just going through the motions. They have no idea if they're coming or going. They just wake up and they feel nothing, right? And what does this cause us, right? This causes a lack of safety, right? We don't feel safe in our bodies. We don't feel safe in our work environments. We don't feel safe even in our relationships. But if you don't feel safe in your body, then anywhere you go, you're not going to feel safe, right? So, like a lot of the women that come to me, that's what they're feeling, right? They're just waking up extremely stressed because like their body feels unsafe, right? And if your body does not feel safe, then you're never going to feel safe, okay? Right? Women that also come to me, they're people pleasing, right? If you're waking up and you automatically start stressing and you're thinking about other people, you're a people pleaser, right? You are a nice girl, right? Nice girl, sweetest girl, but you are a people pleaser. If you wake up and the first thing you think about your kids is about your kids, you're people pleasing, right? If you think about your partner, your parents, or your job, you are already waking up and abandoning yourself as soon as you open your eyes. Okay. Um, and then we're repeating these same cycles. So if you're self-abandoning in your relationship, right, then you're going to self-abandon in how you show up as a parent, as a mom. You're also going to self-abandon as when you show up as an employee or a business owner or a friend, right? If you are self-abandoning in any area, and again, this is I'm speaking from experience with myself and also the women that I've helped. This is a trauma response, right? And this is a trauma response. You've had to put someone else's needs above your own, and even if you felt uncomfortable, if you felt anxiety, if you felt unsafe in any sort of way, we were taught to stuff that down and abandon ourselves in order to keep the peace, right? And to sometimes your livelihood depended on it, right? um, and so this becomes a pattern and we spill it out into other areas of our lives, right? And then we carry a lot of shame around it. We're like, why can't I just stop overthinking? Why can't I just stop overeating? Why can't I stop these outbursts? Why can't I, you know, um, perform this task? Or why can't I just be calm around my partner? Or why can't I even find a partner? Right? Why? Like, there's a lot of shame. There's shame around our body. There's shame around how we talk. There's shame around how we show up, how we dress. A lot of women are carrying around a lot of shame and not even aware of it. We don't even know, right? Because we're in autopilot. We're so disconnected from ourselves and our truth that we don't even know that we're burnt out. We don't even know that we're stressed. We're just in this cycle of self-abandoning, right? And it's we're nice girls, right? We're nice girls. We don't want to disrespect anyone. We want to be the best mom. We want to be the best partner. We want to be the best daughter, the best friend. But guess what? Like, nice girls end up so sick. Okay, nice girls end up the sickest, right? Why do nice girls have things like autoimmune disease, right? Or chronic fatigue, or issues with hormones, or issues with appetite and weight management, or issues with stress or body pain in the body? Because there's so much inside of you that is being suppressed and being repressed, right? That's what autoimmune diseases are. It's when your own um, immune system like backfires. It's like it's attacking you. It's not supporting you, right? It's actually doing the opposite, and that's because it comes from uh, self abandonment and from trauma, right? Not most, I won't say most, but if if you do have an autoimmune disease, um, the likelihood that you have experienced some sort of severe trauma, maybe it was even in the womb, or like early childhood or even later in life is going to be really high because it throws your whole body into dysregulation. And same with women who have issues with their womb, or PCOS, or extreme PMS, or issues with like bleeding. There's a high chance, a high likelihood that you've experienced some sort of womb trauma early on in life, right? That could be like birthing trauma, that could be, sexual trauma. These things are all connected, right? Where our body is always communicating to us and with us, right? And if we can slow down and actually listen and reconnect with that wisdom and not just be on autopilot all the time, we can heal ourselves naturally and also learn to feel calm, right? Learn to feel that peace so that you're not just this dysregulated ball of anxiety all the time, right? Right? First daughters, any first daughters? Any first daughters in the room? I was also a first daughter. I am a first daughter. Uh, so that comes with a whole host of overachieving, high performing, people pleasing, traits. But I promise you, that does not have to be the case. And so if you are one of those people who you just wake up and the first thing you do is think about other people and the first thing you do is stress, I promise you that that does not have to be the truth for you. And you know this just as much as I know this, but when we wake up and start our day feeling stressed and chaotic, that is going to set the tone for the whole entire day, right? If we're waking up and um, you know, we're just stressed, right? We're not going to show up our best for our kids. We're not going to show up our best for our partners. We're not going to show up our best for our business, right? We need to be able to start our day, learn, retrain our nervous system to feel safe enough to start our day with calm and with pouring into ourselves, right? So, why is this important? First thing is outbursts, like I said. Like, do you want to wake up and start, screaming at your kids, like, going off on your partner, stressed about your emails, like feeling overwhelmed about emails or something that you read online, or upset with your friends or upset with your family members, your partners? No, because if I'm waking up and I have these emotional outbursts at everybody else, that's coming from an inner um, anger, right? That's poisoning me internally. That's why I'm spilling out in front of everybody else. And if I'm not regulated internally, it is going to spill out, not just in the people in my home, but it's going to spill out in what I attract, right? What type of people do I attract, whether it's friendships or romantic partnerships or platonic partnerships, business partners, employers, whatever it is. If I'm so angry and resentful and just rageful or sad or depressed internally, that's going to spill out into everything else, and that's going to be exactly what I attract back, right? And I'm not going to be present, right? How many times have you woken up stressed, your whole day is stressed, and you have not been present that whole day, right? And the day turns to a week and a week turns to a year. Like, you're with your kids, but you're not there with your kids. You're with your partner, but you're not there with your partner, right? You're staring at a screen all day or talking to people all day, and you're going through the motions, but like, you're there in body, but you're not present. You're so disconnected, right? And your life is just passing you by day, and you don't even know where you're at, right? And you can even be a type of person who intentionally sets time for joy in your life. That you can be like, I'm going to plan a vacation just to get away, or I'm going to go to this yoga class just so I can feel still. And you'll be there and you're still not there, right? So we want to get you back to a place of presence so you're not missing out on important moments in your life, right? And your health, of course. Like, if you're constantly stressed and constantly dysregulated, like I said, that's going to show up in your health. It can show up as disease, autoimmune disease. It can show up as musculoskeletal dysfunctions. It can show up as cardiac dysfunctions, lung dysfunctions as well, like issues with your breathing, issues with your diaphragm, and of course, like your mental health. Your skin is going to start breaking out because these are all symptoms of your body um, communicating with you that it's under stress. And we don't want you to be there, right? I don't want you to be in that state for so long. And then that self trust. Like, if you don't trust yourself, if you don't feel comfortable enough in your body, if you don't even know who you are, then how are you going to trust anybody else? You're going to have unhealthy relationships in everywhere you go. It's going to be with your kids, it's going to be with your partner, it's going to be with your boss, it's going to be with your parents. And I don't want you to be in that place, right? And it's important because of all those things I listed, but take that away for a moment, right? This is not about you just getting calm for other people. You are also worthy. You are worthy enough of feeling calm and feeling peace just for your own self, right? Like, without thinking about, oh, I want to show up my best for my kids, my best for my partner. Just what about showing up for yourself? Like, you are worthy and you deserve to feel calm. You deserve to feel at peace and you deserve to enjoy your life again, not just, be in the passenger seat of your own life. You deserve to be in that pilot seat of your life and to be present at every moment. And that's what I want for you. I don't want you to waste another day just being disconnected and dysregulated. You absolutely don't need to do that. Okay. Um, so, where do I want to start with this? There's so much I can say about the mornings and how to regulate yourself in the mornings. I'm going to give you one tip today, and the rest of it, I want you to come into the sanctuary. The link is in our description. You can join 7 days free and come take part in our 5 day Feel Safe in Your Body journey. So this is 5 days, like, 5 minutes, not even more than 10 minutes, I promise, where you can take some time to reconnect, to journal. I guide you through some somatic healing practices so that you can learn to feel safe in your body. And during those 5 days, I mean, you have a full 7 days, you can explore all of our healing programs, right? Learn about the cleanse, learn about our detox program, learn about our divine feminine energy program, learn about our somatic healing and nervous system regulation programs, because this is the trifecta, right? Nervous system regulating, somatic healing, that means healing the body, the trauma in the body, the way that our body's communicating you with us. So nervous system, somatic, and then divine feminine, right? When you actually realize and understand who you are going to be able to build that self trust, and you're going to be able to reconnect and show up differently, show up as your whole authentic self, empowered and liberated and beautiful and sexy and fun and sensual without any of that shame. Okay. Um, I'm going to give you one small practice that you can do. Okay. And if you're already waking up, this is it. If you're already waking up stressed and dysregulated, the last thing you want to do is add more stress and dysregulation to your plate. So I want you to start with 5 minutes. I have a 5 minute practice that I'm going to tell you about that I want you to try. Okay. Because if we try to do too much and our nervous system is not yet familiar with this new practice, you're going to become overwhelmed and overstimulated, and it's not going to be practical or consistent. It's not going to be something you can sustain in your life. Okay. Sorry, I was getting ahead of my words. Um, but I want you to start with just 5 minutes. Okay. And in this 5 minutes, before you get out of bed, before you look at your phone, if you have Alexa in your room, you can set a timer with Alexa. Or if you want to put a timer on your phone, you can do that, but just set it away. Like, don't look at it. And I want you to just take 5 minutes. First, take 5 deep breaths. Okay, 5 deep breaths before you open your eyes. And I promise you, 5 minutes, nothing bad's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna burn down. Okay. And these are things that you're gonna have to keep telling yourself because rest is going to feel unsafe, right? Waking up and trying to be calm when you're used to waking up and being in a stressful situation, that's going to make you feel unsafe, right? So you're going to have to keep reminding yourself, this is safe. It's just 5 minutes. This is safe. It's just 5 minutes, right? We want to create safety in the nervous system. So 5 minutes, I want you to take 5 breaths, and then I want you to start your day with gratitude. Okay. You can pray if you have a 5 minute prayer that you like. You can play some like soft meditative music if that's what you like, but I don't want you to make this complicated. If you make this hard, you're never going to do it. So just use what you have without even having to get out of bed. Just 5 breaths, sit in silence, and just speak gratitude, speak life into yourself. Okay, say things like, I am so grateful for this day. I'm grateful that I woke up and this body is still functioning. Okay. I'm grateful that I woke up and I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that there is food in my fridge. I'm grateful that I have enough money in my account. Okay. God provides for me exceedingly and abundantly than what I could even dream of, what I could even ask. Okay. I am so grateful that the right opportunities are going to come my way. I'm grateful for my children. They're so sweet. They're angels. I'm so grateful for their precious bodies. I'm grateful for their awareness. I'm grateful for um, the fact that I get to guide them through this life and be their mother, right? I'm grateful that I have a partner that loves me and has the best intentions for me, and I'm grateful that I get to be loved and that I also get to love in such a free, beautiful way. And if you don't have a partner yet, I'm grateful that my partner is coming my way. I'm grateful that this could be the day that I meet my partner somewhere, and I am confident and I'm free and I'm able to be seen. I'm not hiding. I am beautiful. Grateful that I'm going to get up. I'm going to look cute. I'm going to look beautiful. I'm going to start my day with fresh, clean energy. And I am valued and I am worthy. My presence is important. My voice is important, and I change the lives of every person that I talk to, every person that I meet, right? I come with such a beautiful, glowing energy, and this world is my oyster. I am so safe in this world. I'm so protected. I'm so well taken care of. And every space that I go into, I add value to that room. I add value to that space. My energy is so beautiful. My energy is so expansive and abundant that even if I give you some of my energy, if I give anyone some of my love, there's no loss in me. I'm so full of it. I can just create more. Like it's just never ending. And I'm just so grateful for this breath and this life and this day, and I'm grateful for what's happened and I'm grateful for what's coming. And not everyone that's going to love me. I haven't met every person that's going to love me yet. I haven't met every person that is going to add value to my life yet. I haven't met every opportunity that's coming into my life yet. This day is a gift, right? It's another beautiful opportunity for me to just expand. Okay. Oh, yeah, I went off on a tangent there because it's just so easy. When you start saying things that you're grateful for, everything else, like it flows out of you because you're reminded of how beautiful this world and this life really is. And so I want you to start that 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 breaths. As soon as you wake up, no phone, no nothing. Just start with 5 minutes. Set your timer. Feel safe with five, and then we can look at expanding to 10 or 20 minutes. Okay. So I want you to try that, and you know by now how I helped, right? I help my women come to me when they're stressed and burnt out. So if you're feeling stressed and burnt out and you want a sense of calm and you want to feel emotionally regulated and you want to enjoy your life again, come into the sanctuary. That's our private online community for women. You can explore all the programs, try a 7 days free, no commitment. Right now, I'm actually heading to the sanctuary. We're going to do some breath work together. So we're actually going to get into a state of calm and relaxation together because it's not just about learning. It's not just about watching these YouTube videos, although that's great. It's also about the embodied practice, right? We got to stop intellectualizing, ladies especially. We need to get into our feminine, which is all about embodiment and all about putting things into practice. You don't need another self-help book. You don't need another course, another guide. You just need to take what you learned, your wisdom, and apply it. And that's what we do. That's what I help you do. We create time and space for that. So I'm going in there now. Thank you for watching. The link is in my bio to join. And if you're going to try this out, let me know in the comments if this is something you've tried, if it's helped, or if you're going to try it again. All right, y'all. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Peace. Bye.